marked only by frozen memories. Lost in time, racing on these broken trees.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, that'll make you faint on sight. But she looks like trouble. Her lips so kissable and poisonous. I know she won't be good for me. But I don't care, 'cause I know it's so rare for a guy like me to get a chance with a girl like her. And I won't waste that chance. 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 She got me like. Her looks, I assume they come with a price. She's smiling, but that may just be a disguise. I wanna say hi, but I'm scared she'll kill me. Could we? Will we? Would she? Probably not. But I don't care, 'cause I know it's so rare for a guy like me to get a chance with a girl like her. And I won't waste that chance. 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 Waste that chance.
All right.
Hello. What's going on, everybody? My name is NightFiree. I'm co-casting here with Buxton.
Oh.
Buxton, how you feeling today, dude?
Good. We're gonna have some. Here I feel.
I am very excited. I saw you signed up for this match to cast, and I jumped right away. I needed to co-cast this one with you. The first one that's going to be cast for the Master League Season 5. We've already actually had one match this season, though. And that was
the Legionnaires versus Globo. That unfortunately they had.
Yeah, I would have liked to cast that match. Although the score was a bit of a blowout, Globochem coming away 13-2 there. So they definitely, Globochem's still on peak performance. You know what I mean?
Still riding that high.
They're not slouching after winning the that invitational. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into some of these rounds. Let me make a mic adjustment real quick. Bucks, who do you think is going to come out on top of these rounds right now?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna put a bet on Animal House. That's all.
Interesting.
Nice, strong team. They don't have the scores for season 4 unless I match.
Let's see.
Beat them in the last match they played against them 3-15.
Interesting.
I reckon maybe we'll see maybe a map pulled by Stone Cold Killers, but I think it's going to be about the same because both teams are going.
Yeah, I agree. Am I sounding better, by the way? Sounding off now. Okay. Yeah, I totally agree. I think, but we have to keep in mind that a lot of roster changes have been going on this season. Like a lot of stuff has happened in the off season. A lot of players moving around, different teams. I'm curious to see if I don't know. Have Stone Cold Killers picked up any new players? I have to take a look at their roster. I don't remember what their roster was like last.
Last
Yeah,
season, I think they had North London as captain for a while.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, so they definitely have had some roster changes going on in Stone Cold Killers. So things could be very different here. You know, it could be a different team that they're going to be coming up against instead of what they're expecting maybe with that where they've won the last season. They were dominating them. It's kind of anyone's game, in my opinion. But yeah, I think Animal House probably the more refutable team. Just kind of go over the roster on Animal House is Silent Knight, Green Theft Auto, Kagan, Steven 12, Will-O-Wisp, and Hemingway's Ghost. Now, not all those guys are going to play. Obviously, these guys have a bunch of people on their roster. They don't just have your standard 5-man. You like to have, I think, 8 is the max on a team.
Yeah, currently 8 is the max.
So you want to have and you want to have that on there because it just helps you. It helps scheduling so much. It's hard to get every single day. For any given day, 5 people to be able to log on and play competitively. So we're hopping into the games now here. Just a second to join up. I can't join on Will-O-Wisp for some reason. Yeah, maybe tell one of them to drop out.
Yeah, can one of you guys drop out just for a sec? I think not.
Yeah, okay. Just remember about the certain objective.
Yep.
He can get in.
Okay.
And he can.
We'll see if that. I know that fix has worked before.
Yeah.
I think it's the similar bug there where the lobby it thinks it's full and it won't let me.
I'm gonna start off on Suburbia for the first map.
Ooh, that'll be good. Suburbia, in my opinion, has been is where the real competitive, like the high octane action happens.
Nice mix of being able to play it slow and being able to play fast and aggressive.
Yeah, I think I'm still waiting for someone to leave that lobby.
Sir. Yep.
One of you is gonna pop out.
Streaming.
Yeah, I'm streaming.
Oh.
Maybe Whisper, Silent.
Yeah.
In the meanwhile, we'll take a look at the Stone Cold Killers roster. They have Miracle Dev, Bear Grylls, Beyond Infinity, Defilades, QQQ, Rushers, Zach, and Too Old to Game. And yeah, those guys have been playing a lot lately. They've definitely been practicing heavily. I've been seeing them in lobbies and comp lobbies. They're playing well. They're definitely trying to up their skill level. So I think that we should be in for some good competitive rounds. And we'll kind of know right away off these first, I think the first 2 to 3 rounds, how this series is going to shake out.
Can you guys hold up? Still waiting on NightFiree.
Yeah, we're good to go, guys. Whenever you are.
Yeah, I really need one of them to, I think, lead the lobby for me to have a chance of joining.
I'm not sure they can actually message.
I made it, Ma.
Okay, I'm gonna message them. No, I have silent on my friends list. Steam's friends list wasn't so hard to open up.
It's twitch.com.
One of you guys leave. Knight needs to join as caster and can't join a 10 out of 10 lobby. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna back out and let.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hear me, which is worrying, but that happens time to time. The cast
Yeah,
spectator screen, it seems.
we're working with a lot of new updates as well. This is a rather new spectating
You'll
mode.
be able to get in now.
Yes, I am loading in as we speak. Thank you very much. Good thing we are experienced in our ways.
That was a bit of a hard stop on the music low.
Oh, what the hell?
Okay, is he in?
Alright, I'm having some monitor issues here.
Probably the side UI is bugging out a little bit.
It's completely bugging out. Damn it, dude.
But
Whatever.
we're going to be hopping straight in anyway.
Yeah, fire it up. My game just crashed.
Oh look.
Yep.
Capture. Yeah,
I
this
don't know.
is not looking.
Yeah, I ran into a serious bug there. I think maybe we can only have one monitor active.
Alright, now we are in. We're going to have Animal House on the defense to start off with, and Bunker Killers on the defense. It's going to be a barrage objective that's pretty rough starting off. Very easy to defend objective. Hey, it's already coming out over towards lane 1. Not sure who threw that. Been Animal House from the playground, maybe. So far they're mostly focusing their defense on the right side, which seems to be the correct decision here. Putting most of Animal House is also on the same side. Currently it seems they just sit trying to get some peeks through the window, bushes if they can. Shots are coming out over towards lane 1 already. From Green Theft Auto. Like it was just some pre-fire though. But there was some smoke over towards lane 1 initially. Tried to pre-fire the bush, see if there was anyone there.
Yeah, on Suburbia, that's a main feature. You'll see a lot of pre-fire through the wood, through the bushes. You can peek through those bushes. You can see through them. It's something that not a lot of teams or a lot of new teams are going to utilize. And I think it's going to be a downfall of a lot of new players. But a lot of experienced players will really get uptight in those bushes and be peeking through, looking for angles.
Looks like Stephen did get shot by 4Q through 2 bushes there. Very nice shot, but he also hit it from beyond the grave, down behind the sandbags now. Will of the Wisp is going to get rushed by Miracle Dev going around lane 1 here. Miracle Dev just misses him and he's settling up behind these boxes. We're going to try and go for that res on 4Q. moving out their positions. Two members of Animal House are still sitting back at the black car, maybe trying to pick someone up. Shots coming out from the center house. Was that center house? It sounds like center house. Well, no, shots from the playground rather. A little bit weird audio there. Coming up towards Will of the Wisp and taking him down. It's going to be a 3v4 with one resable for Stone Cold Killers, and they're going to get that res. 3v5 now. I was still having those two guys sit way at the back. Not sure about that, but you never know. Theft Auto's the only member of Animal House actually pushed up here. All main two here. 2-0 to his left, Beyond Infinity and Zach to his front, and no way. Only 2 minutes 20 left on the clock. I'm not quite. But Green Theft Auto does manage to pick off Zach Fontaine through the bush. One's going to be hunting for him though, along with 2-0 through that window. Drops some more shots towards the tank, and it's taken out by Beyond, popping up over the concrete thing. Mic is cutting out a little bit. I will fix that. This should be much better. Teething issues. Lasted in so long. Animal House is finally sending those two guys back towards the front lines, and one is already taking down my Miracle Dev. Up to Kagan now behind the playground bushes. Really nice long smokes over towards the tank. 4 there. House. 60. I was going to hear Kagan approaching, almost certainly. Cool. On the clock, and he's still sitting back and is taken down by Beyond. Barrier.
Wish I could have been there with you, Bucks. Sounded like a great first round. Nice defensive hold.
Really nice.
Extremely good.
Okay.
Up again.
Nice
work, boys.
Type to the guy you typed to before.
Teamwork, good revives, good call outs.
Yeah, good stuff. Good
Waited
job.
out
Good
the
job.
storm.
Yep.
Alright.
Huh.
I'll go around the east side.
Yeah, I'm doing my thing.
It's okay. It's alright.
On the next round, even.
They never give a chance of fucking.
We're
Oh
on
my
the-
gosh.
Don't forget, we gotta ask them when they're ready.
Okay.
because we don't get time
We got all
to
five up, right?
plan
Have
a
fun
plan.
casting this one without me too.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt, baby. That's gotta hurt. Well, we're going.
Unreal.
I'll make sure to do that next time.
Well, we wouldn't have this bug. You could just join.
Don't worry, Lowell, I get it fixed. But it seems that since the comp lobby, of course, it's going to be a nice trade. Perhaps was doing the same thing as Animal House last round. Allying like Animal House did. Miracle actually almost naded Green back to the APC. passive than Stone Cold Killers was last round for sure. But that went for Stone Cold Killers, I'm not as effective getting a gonna go for a nice long nade here all the way into the garden. Actually, oh, he could. Got to come out to the second floor, tagging a member of town though. And it a nade from 2 volt there, come directly on top of. They're coming through lane 4, but there are still house. Up here, they're going to cause some serious. Almost down by 2 old there. 2 old, Will-o-wisp is going to throw a nade over towards. Unfortunately misses, but 2 old does get taken down by the centre house, but not before 2 members of Animal House go down in the centre, in the spawn house rather. Tries to rush Green Theft Auto, taken to Radical turn the left, it's just left a 4. Really nice picks in the spawn house there. Bond Infinity is going for the cap. Anxiously tries to cross. And he does take down Green Theft Auto.
One down. On the
Left. Very dangerous res for Stone Cold. His position with those shots here. Q does take him down through the bush, through the window.
Please try and get them to stop the fucking. Stop the game! I want to cast with you so bad, Bucks!
I'm trying to get them.
Please! Gosh! Just want to get in there!
Alright. I've messaged Green Theft Auto saying, Night Crash, stop please. Hopefully.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have the friend request. This is why we're supposed to be in Discord too, so that we have communication with the team, so that we can talk to them. But not a single one of these guys is in the Onward Discord right now.
Yeah, well, we ready up.
Unbelievable.
We're not gonna take too long.
Alright, I've told Green.
Like herding cats.
Is this where you are, Miracle? Are you there, Dad?
Oh god. That's also the team spectator talk is also going into team chat, which is kind of strange. Not quite sure if that's intended. I will message Beyond Infinity as well, telling him to stop, please. And 4Q for good measure.
Unreal. I have no control. Tell them to get in Discord or something.
I've told.
Yeah. I just need one of them to. I just need one of them to leave. I need one of them to leave. They
Guys,
need to leave
wait,
a lot.
stop. They're starting the round again.
Oh! All right, I'm gonna yell at them in Discord. You.
Alright. Alright, while NightFiree goes to yell at them in Discord,
I still have
we're gonna be watching them here.
They're not moving at all. I didn't hear anybody move until the last.
They're using it against us.
I'm going left.
This time it's going to be a set house objective. I reckon we're going to see some nice aggressive play here. And the mic cutting out should be fixed now, don't worry. Looks like they're going to have two guys hang back in the spawn house, one rushing pretty aggressively into the crates here at this playgrounds. Lots of smoke already coming out. Really, I thought we'd see more aggressive play from this. I was expecting Animal House to play pretty aggressive here, but it seems they're taking it nice and slow, trying to get some picks. But they're not, they're just hanging back nice and safe. Green Theft Auto is being pretty aggressive here, coming up this side though. Still, the rest of his team, especially this guy hanging back all the way back a red car. I'm curious as to what he's actually doing. Maybe he's trying to catch any flankers. Yeah, that does look like what he's trying to do. Going to try and flank pretty much the entire team in the 1 and 2 lanes. Going to make sure he drops them before that. Miracle Dev gets some smoke over just by Kagan and Steven. Flanks around, I reckon he could do some nice damage. Looks like Will-o'-the-Wisp is also coming up through these lane 1 bushes. Two Olds probably going to hear his footsteps reasonably soon, but maybe not over the sound of the APC. Coming out from Green Theft Auto over towards the bush where the fence where Zach Fontaine is. But they're not going to connect and it just falls back to there behind the spawn house. Gold is looking for Will-o'-the-Wisp here. Gold does pop up some shots, trying to navigate through the bush. But unfortunately he doesn't manage to hit any shots. All of Animal House focusing on this centre here, except for their one guy who's probably going to flank Miracle Dev in that playground. Let's go over and catch that. It gives away his position by shooting over towards the side of the burning building instead. That's going to at least distract Miracle Dev enough to give Steven and Kevin a nice ride. And they does come out from 2 or drop directly on Will-o'-the-Wisp's head. And Green Theft Auto does also manage to tag Zach Fontaine before he's headshot by 2 Old as well. 3v5 with 3v4 with 1 respawn. Stone Cold Killer is still going very well. The score here. Yeah, that explains it then. I'll give you some flashes of the scoreboard every now and then. Shots are coming out of the playground. I believe that was towards Miracle Dev. Hemingway is trying to go for him. But he almost got seen by Miracle Dev. And with his play with his tablet that much, Miracle knows he's there. Hemingway actually... Tablet... No, that's not a tablet, that's his SA-80 in hand. Miracle might not see him prone like that. Green on green. Never mind, he does see him and takes him down. But Will-o'-the-Wisp is finished off by 2 Old as well. All up to Kagan and Steven now against 4 members of Stone Cold Killers. This is a very uphill battle for Animal House here. Steven looks like he's going to try and go around the outside of the house and try and catch someone in the spawn house, while Kagan's looks like he's trying to get into Center House and take the 2 guys inside down. But Beyond Infinity is going to be waiting for him. He peeks this little spawn here. There is going to be some danger, and he is taken down by Beyond Infinity, attacking Kagan. Steven also tries to go for it. Doesn't manage to take down Beyond Infinity. Steven rushes up. Does manage to take down 2 Old, but is taken down by Beyond at the same time. Tell them to wait up again.
Yeah, man.
Thanks to that revive. That body armor's helped me 2 times in a row now.
Yeah, it just goes to show you how these guys are really locked into the game. They literally have. They must be not paying attention to and not hearing anything else. They're not hearing notifications. They're not looking at anything else. They're just ramboing into round after round. And
I'm ready.
sounds fun. I really wish I could spectate it with you. I really wish I could cast it with you. I'm messaging them in Discord too, but no one's responding.
We need the NightFiree. We're waiting.
There we go. Beyond Infinity has finally relayed my message. Thank you.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah. He said we need NightFiree, and I'm gonna grab another beer real quick.
Oh,
Are we doing it?
bugging out here. That's kind of worrying. I'm seeing death symbols and ready symbols. Pause the stream in there. Alright, looks like a guy has dropped out, so he should be free to get in NightFiree.
Okay, let's try it now.
I hope this is the last of the issues we're gonna have. Otherwise, it's
Yes,
gonna be
let's
a
hope.
long match. Let's fine tune my noise gate while we're here. Will the Wisp, how are you in NightFiree?
Oh. So I know what the problem is. I don't think I can have any other monitors active.
Strange.
I'm in the game, but it will not let me spectate or go into the spectating mode. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm in. Okay, we're good.
Okay, we're
It's
good.
broken as heck, but we're good.
Alright. Nice. We're finally all in. We are going to be starting the 3rd round now. I believe it's the 3rd
Okay.
round. Yes.
Gosh. And we're gonna have a center house spawn too, so this should be a real rapid fire round here.
I predicted the same last round with Animal House on the offense, but didn't
I
actually
just
see
crashed.
that. Oh dear.
If that lobby seems really laggy, it's because we crashed.
Right.
Because I crashed.
Technical difficulties. We need a
Really fun
technical
stuff.
difficulty screen for the OBS.
Yeah. Okay. I have an idea.
I'm going to see a pretty aggressive defense from Will here, set by the lane 1 bushes, really far up. And a pretty aggressive offense from Zach Fontaine, already pushing to Burning Building. Might be able to tag Beyond Infinity, I believe that is. Beyond Infinity, that is Green Theft Auto through the window. He doesn't manage to tag him, but it does get taken down by Zach Fontaine. Does manage to take down Zach Fontaine. So I'll go for the res, but it's not going to happen. He's already dead. I'd quite like to see Will be aggressive here. Maybe throw a nade over towards Will the Wisp and 4Q. That would be pretty fun to see. He's looking over towards lane 1 of the truck instead of lane 2 at the centre. But still, we are pretty slow. 1.5 minutes into the game, and not much is happening still. We have had one go down already on Stone Cold Killer's side. Thanks to Green Theft Auto, but none after that.
Lane 3 burning.
Lots of info being exchanged though. Green Theft's got a nice line of sight, and Will the Wisp does try and go for Miracle Dev, but he is taken down. If only he had a nade on him, which he did, he could have used it. But instead they're going to be vultures, scavenge the corpse and take what they can. Fortunately, dropping the nades, he tries to pass it to his friend. 4v4, still an even matchup. happening still. Miracle Dev is just spraying the hell to that door. Door's trying to push up to the tank. Orcu's in at the base of the center house window. Center house doorway, rather. Looks like Door's trying to suppress Green Theft Auto, but he does manage to headshot him anyway. Straight through the window, very nice shot.
Alright, after this round, try and get their attention again.
Alright. I have a feeling that'll be an Archer's task, and we'll be on map 2 by then.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can get it in between the maps.
It looks like 4Q is gonna try and push up to the second floor here. If he doesn't use a nade here, this will not end well for him. If he gets a nice nade just by the objective, he could, in theory, take down Hemmingsway and Kagan at the same time. Or alternatively, if he threw it airburst here, he could get Stephen and Kagan. Should probably be the best choice, but it would not be easy. And Kagan does take down the member of Stone Cold Killers. 4Q rushes up, almost takes down Kagan, but is finished off by Stephen. And Too Old also goes down the tank. Good defense so far from Animal House. 3v1, all up to Beyond Infinity. A little bit twitchy. I'm not sure Beyond Infinity's going to do this, and he finishes off, I believe, his friend's corpse. Message from someone. After this round is finished, Beyond Infinity is trying to sneak up to the porch of Center House, but I'm not sure if he realises Green Theft Auto is down, dead in the window. Being very stealthy, he hasn't got long left on the clock though. Minute and 20 seconds left. He's still going very slowly. Approaching the final stretch of 60 seconds left, and he's still just sneaking up to the black car here. Maybe if he stays very silent with the tablet out now, we could get onto the stairs and cap, but that would be a mighty risky endeavour. Let's see. He does hear Stephen talking at the top of the stairs, but I'm not sure he'll expect Kagan to be there. He does try and rush up and see if anyone's there, gets taken down. I'm not sure if he had any nades. I expected him to use more nades. It looks like we fought. Thank Christ. Right.
Yeah, NightFire's gone.
Good round, guys.
D2.
Good round, good round.
Oh yes, apologies. I messaged Beyond Infinity as well to try and also get him to do it.
We're going to be on the 5th round once we start here. Going to be 3-1 to Stone Cold Killers so far.
Yeah, so kind of as I was expecting a little bit earlier, maybe the roster changes are kind of proven to be worthwhile. They're coming out ahead here.
And looks like there's a slot for you to join now, so if you want to...
Yeah, I'm loading in right now.
Alright.
Fingers crossed.
NightFire's in. I think we're... Oh, we lost him.
Let's hope.
Yeah, we're good.
And they're going to be starting again without actually even saying they are ready.
I'm in, so we're fine. So let's hope it doesn't crash.
Let's hope.
I think cutting my system down to 1 monitor was a good choice.
Must be some issue with the remnants of second monitor UI causing some issues with 3 monitors.
It absolutely is. It looks like they are running a shield. I don't know if these guys have been running shield this whole time or not, but
I haven't
I think it's a
seen
smart
any shields in
move.
the previous rounds.
Interesting. Yeah, Willow's going to be kind of charging up here. He should run into some potential early shots through the shrubs here. Kind of posted up, QQQ's posted up to look through those bushes and fire over that ledge there. And they're actually really tight angles. They're not really looking for any early picks with these angles.
They just wanted to see when they can catch someone moving over towards another position, or if they can catch them moving to the objective. They're not looking for aggressive plays.
Yeah, they're not. They don't have anyone up in that nook either, which is interesting. But here come the smokes. A really nicely placed smoke too. That's right where you want it. You want to put them over here by this barbed wire on this side, and it'll kind of allow you to cut off some lines of sight from a bunch of different angles.
We've had some really nice smokes and nades this match so far. A nade almost does take down Beyond Infinity. That was kind of risky. Makes 4Q fall back.
Yeah, I don't know if that dropback's the wisest choice. That's a pretty obvious like pre-fire line of sight. We were talking about that earlier, where some teams will just shoot through things. A lot of teams will just shoot through that wood just to kind of see if a guy's there and hope they get a pick.
Yeah, I reckon 4Q might have also been spooked by Will-o'-the-Wisp approaching with his shield, with burning something.
Yeah, and Miracle Dev here taking some shots at Will-o'-Wisp. He does see him over here on this on his side. I think Steven's going to try and rotate around and maybe try and pick up Miracle Dev, but Will-o'-Wisp was just basically staring right at Miracle Dev in the face. What are you going to do about it?
And it does work out when he rushes around and takes him down. And also another Animal House does go down in the centre and on the left side. As you know, he's prone. Never mind, a nade comes out and takes down 2 on the left.
Wow, Steven's going to rotate around and get those reses up. They should be able to get a 3-man swing or a 2-man swing here. He'll pick him up. He'll grab. This is what I love. He can grab the syringe from his downed teammate and use it to heal him. It's I love the new mechanics that the patch has added. It really adds a lot of diversity to the game.
Yeah, it really does. Just earlier today in a scrim I had, I was throwing syringes to players and getting thrown syringes by my teammates, really driving that networked items.
That is awesome. But yeah, this is going to be an uphill battle, 3v5 here. I think they're going to need to take center building, and it's possible. Green Theft Auto, if he charges up there, picks too old the game, they'll be in a really nice spot to kind of push. But they're going to need to get a pick here. This is going to... It's going to be up to... I think it's going to be up to... Animal... I mean, this is interesting. Volk is really holding their angles. Like, no one's pushing forward. They know they picked 2, but no one's moving off of that.
Well, they know that once they've got those at least 2 confirmed picks, maybe they think they naded those 2 and they're still down. But with these extra shots, they probably know they did only get those 2 confirmed kills. But never mind, they make that 3 confirmed. They just wait for them to come at them.
They do manage to get 1.
Right side, east
They
side.
tagged 1 over by the spawn building for Volk. So it's 2v4 now.
Well, that was a nice trade from Steven then.
Yeah. I think Green Theft Auto might be... I know he hears too old to game here. I was thinking he might be looking for a grenade up into that window, but that's a very hard grenade to toss.
Yeah, if you can get a good nade in there, that is really valuable, but the risks are so great.
Even if you put a smoke in there, you're kind of denying line of sight, opens up some different angles for you to push, forces them to move.
Sure, where
Too old to game.
There he is. There is still one Animal House. Hemingway goes popping off some shots over towards 4Q. He gets headshot on the floor straight through the bush.
Now it's going to get to Green Theft. He heard those shots from QQQ, so he's looking over towards that angle. Beyond Infinity, if he just pops up over here, he's getting called out now, and now he's going to rotate out. Too old to game, calling out his locations. Shots actually ringing out towards Green Theft. He's getting aggressive. He might try to push this objective, and honestly, it could be the right decision. Otherwise, he's going to get flanked.
Yeah, he's got to move at some point, or else they're just going to envelop him and take him down. Green Theft Auto's going to try and rush out. No dice, however, taking down by 2 olds.
Yeah, that flash not quite enough.
Yeah.
Not a
Maybe
bad
throw
idea
it
though
up
to kind of
instead.
toss that. I think he tried to toss that flash up to actually like flash the second story. If you were looking out that second story window,
That
it's
would've
kind of
been
a
hell
smart
flash.
idea. Yeah, for sure. It would have been.
Like our second map's going to be Quarantine.
Yeah, so that's the first map to Stone Cold Killers. Coming out at Season 5, looking pretty good. 4-1.
Going from Season 4 to Season 5, with it being 15-3, coming out of the gate on the first map with 4-1. That's a pretty big improvement.
Yeah. Yeah, it has me excited for the league. There's been a lot of new teams joining. Guys from Pavlov community coming over, teams from there. It's been great, man. The esports scene is really starting to blow up with Onward. I'm loving to see the new competition.
I think we've had 2, maybe 3 Pavlov teams set up shop also in Onward.
It's really great. I love it, man. I love to see the they're such different games, and we're gonna be standing up the Pavlov TV pretty soon, and we'll start and that's gonna turn into an esport as well. So it's really cool to see the mingling.
Yeah, we're gonna have some nice competition between the two leagues when they cross
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like, yeah, we are going to be on Quarantine, right? This is the map they wanted. We're not getting fooled here.
Like it was a pick by Stone Cold Killers since we're on Marsoc. I'm starting off with that ambulance objective, probably the second hardest objective to defend, maybe.
Yeah, also not an easy one to cap considering of your lack of walls. You know, there's not a lot of angles that you can. I don't even think you can cap around that corner. I believe the objective is just a bit too far away to cap around that corner.
You got to be pretty much just by the end of the shadow there if you want to try and get a cap. It leaves you so exposed. But
So it's kind of a double-edged sword, you know. I want you to see if we'll see some smoke, some early smoke from Volk here, because what you'll usually see is right across this street on the south, they'll toss some smokes there. Right at spawn, and then you cross because it's a vulnerable position, and getting someone across that street over into this southeast corner is pretty valuable. So I'd like to see if we see that out of some of these teams.
We're going to start off already nice, and I feel like it lined up perfectly with just the end of our talk there.
Yeah, no kidding. And it doesn't look like they're going to throw any smokes out, so I think they're just going to go for the cross. This is really risky if they have that north spawn, but I'm not seeing any spawns on my map. Must be a bug. Oh, it looks like they have the crater spawn, so
Yeah, you've got
they're going to have a safe cross here.
just hit refresh map, fixes it.
Oh, thank you.
The leftovers from 2 monitor UI. Lots of issues, it seems. And Kagan is going to be sitting on the objective, fiddling with his tablet.
Alright, I got eyes on east crossing.
And this will be a bit of a... Oh, go ahead.
I don't think Kagan saw the member of Stone Cold Killers cross all the way to the South Hills.
Oh, really? He didn't see him cross that street.
Yeah, I don't believe so. He just got in position a bit late because he was fiddling with his tablet. Wow,
Yeah,
that was a nice shot.
I mean, Green Theft from the plane wing tags him all the way in the south. Hemingway's prone now, and he might get this pick. If they rotate around too fast here, they actually are crashing, though. They're already in the tank courtyard. QQQ's peeking Hemingway here. He's going to try and creep up, trying to get Green Theft on the plane wing, and doesn't quite tag him, but that gives away his position. He's going to have to rotate around. Hemingway's on top of him.
And Will and Kagan were taken down on the south and east side. The two olds trying to go for that objective wall, it looks like.
And I think a frag from Hemingway gets QQQ on the south, so he's down. Now Hemingway
nice
rotating. Yeah, holy cow. Rotating back around here to defend against Miracle and Tool.
Will's trying to wallbang the ambulance, see if he can catch anyone. Hemingway's playing a dangerous game there, peeking that hole in the wall.
I think Miracle Dev sees Hemingway, gets Hemingway, but it cost him his life. And now Tooled actually can push here. He's feeling confident enough to get up to ambulance.
He thinks he
now
can
we're in a
cap, but
one.
he can't.
Yeah, you're right, but Green Theft dropped the plane wing position, and now he's going to push up here. Maybe a much more vulnerable angle here, trying to get a nade out.
He's trying to go for the cap around the corner. He doesn't realize that won't work. The call from Hemingway
Tooled!
just too late.
Silence coming up behind, or Steven's coming up behind him. Tooled hasn't peeked around the corner. He should have stepped forward. Steven gets him. Now we're in a 1v1. Still one left, but Steven stops the cap.
And he's going to get that res off on Hemingway as well. That was too close.
We're going to see some more action here. Another one rotating around, pushing them up really actually beyond infinity. A nice spot. Might catch Hemingway peeking. Does get Hemingway. Steven tossing the nade out right over towards beyond infinity. A nice flash. Totally snags him. Steven's not going to push it. Sees infinity out in the street. And manages to get the kill. A really nice flash from Steven. Sorry, I need to turn down my freaking gun volume.
I feel like with that cap, attempted cap on the ambulance, they kind of threw away that round. They could have taken down Green Theft Auto there and just gone for taking down Green Theft Auto and also taking down Steven as he approached from behind.
I mean, this is Animal House. They're not a new team, you know, but it seems like maybe they have some less veteran players in their new roster here. But yeah, that's just a move that you're going to want to push, get around that corner, get a little more coverage.
That objective also always throws me off because it feels like you could cross around that corner, cap around the corner rather. I want to see how Animal House goes for the offense as well. I wonder if they'll go for a cap on it, same as the Stone Cold Killers did.
I think we dropped one. Looks like. No, we didn't. This is my UI being broken.
Guessing amongst themselves.
But not a bad defensive hold there. They had some good defensive positions coming out from Animal House, and ultimately they did get that hold. So a nice flash from Steven securing that for him. See how they come out of here.
You can see Beyond Infinity desperately flail as he tried to get away.
And of all places, he went into the middle of the road.
The fence might have saved his life for just a few seconds.
Yeah, right. If he had actually tried to turn and fight that instead of running, he might have had a much better chance.
He might have gone spooked, thinking he hadn't gotten flashed, and sat back a bit.
Yeah. But that flash really stopped that push and was a nice move.
Yeah.
And it looks like QQQ is going to rotate all the way around south here. He's going to get a pick. I don't think they're going to expect to have a Volk member all the way over here on the south side.
He's being pretty aggressive pushing up to the south hills. Probably going to catch the guy with my crater. And he does. A headshot.
Really nice move from QQQ. An early pick like that's huge, and that's basically going to shut down this whole east push. I don't think he's. I can't see that. Who's inside on the other opposite side there? Steven? Yeah, I don't think Steven's going to be trying to make any moves across that street. He'll probably be stuck inside here and have to somehow rotate his way either north with the rest of his team or just keep this QQQ busy here.
It looks like 4Q's going to fall back to the far south hills instead of the southeast hills. Get a more general overview of the objective. Not much movement for 2 minutes into the game from American teams. Got one on the roof, one motel, probably going to fall back, and two in that west just sitting in the trench.
Yeah, especially with this objective, where they're at right now. It's very slow. You know, I mean, they're nowhere. They're not in any sort of position to smoke yet. They have about another 2 minutes before they really need to be in positions for that. And it's going to take them a while at the rate they're going. They're crouch walking all the way up this ravine.
They might have some issues with running out of time while being forced into moving in a dangerous way because they're running out of time like they did on early rounds of Suburbia.
To be fair, though, Stone Cold Killers have a very weak defense on this far west side. Like, where Kagan's pushing right now, if he can get a pick, if he can pick that burning building, like, they can crash down this west side really fast.
I don't think they'd even need to pick burning building, really. If you look at their defense, they're all looking east. Maybe burning's occasionally looking west, but they could go all the way around west into gas station and get to the south.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Just to have some distractions on the by the tank.
But I don't know if they're opting. It looks like Steven did end up rotating all the way back here to north, which is a good move because that was their weak spot, I think. If anything, he did a good job drawing attention, you know.
Yeah, maybe they're still a little bit nervous of that east side since they do have Miracle Dev and 4Q still sitting and watching that east side.
Willow's pushing up pretty nicely up to this cockpit angle. He'll be running into Too Old to Game and Burning Building because Too Old to Game's looking right over here. And actually, I don't know if he has line of sight on this.
Doesn't look like it. If he managed to stand all the way at the top near the windows, possibly, but he's going to peek out the doorway. Too Old takes down one, takes down two.
Wow, a nice double kill from Too Old. Oh man, they had him easy. He had no idea they were there when he popped out bottom floor.
If Will was just 2 seconds slower, he would have been able to see him because this metal block here wouldn't have been blocking his view of Too Old.
It's like Green Theft's going to take his hand at trying to take out Too Old as well. And man, that good-looking push just got shut down into a 2v5. It's going to be a tough one now.
Too Old's being pretty aggressive, getting on top all the way onto the top of those stairs. Does drop back down. And he's licking stuff off the corpses and gets taken down.
I was going to say, I think Green Theft hears those footsteps, and this has opened up the west side, so these two can push up nicely. If they can get up, I mean, they have a chance here. If they can push up, Green Theft scavenging some grenades. Smoke maybe ambulance, get a pick on Beyond.
That's always the danger of scavenging stuff off your enemies. It can be really useful, but it's so dangerous if they're open. Green Theft also actually going for the objective here.
Yeah, he is really close up there. He's going to run into Beyond Infinity. I think he hears him now, and the flash come out a little too far. Green Theft's going to peek with his pad out. Gets caught by Beyond Infinity completely.
He must have thought he could cap around the corner as well.
Yeah, what's going on here? People not aware of this? Hello?
Something must have changed, maybe, and they just figured it out, but there is only 45 seconds left in this round.
Yeah, there's the time restraint we were talking about. This will have to be a massive play. I mean, honestly, he could get the plane wing, but I don't know what he's going to do from there once he picks that. He doesn't get the pick, and he gets denied. But a nice defense coming out from Stone Cold Killers, tied up 1-1.
Hopefully, we'll see some nice, a few more rounds than Suburbia. I'd like to see this go 3-4. 4-3.
Yeah, I would too. It's always interesting to kind of see. The first two rounds of a map are usually like this. I was surprised to see Suburbia kind of swing early, but usually you kind of have these trades. Volk defense will win more times than not in the first kind of rounds, and now we're going to see if one of these teams can kind of break out. See if Stone Cold Killers can get a cap, or maybe Animal House can just completely shut down a push early here and get a nice round, because that's what they need.
Yeah, kind of throw the other team off their rhythm, demoralize them a bit.
Absolutely, yeah. Stone Cold, yeah, they're still riding the momentum from that first map. 100%. They're coming in here. It just did win that round, so yeah, it'd be nice to kind of shut them down with a hard shutdown. Yeah, absolutely. Stop the rhythm. This is a tough objective to defend, though.
Yeah, there's not really many spots you can actually see all the angles they can cap from. You've got to hold both sides of this wall. You've got to hold these little bollards here. There's no way one man can do that alone. So if you get it down to a one-man situation, it can be really dangerous.
Yeah, it becomes one of those panic. I gotta run around and defend moments.
Yeah.
Willow might be able to catch this cross here. Oh, and he just isn't looking through the crack at the right time to get across that street. And now they have that south option.
I see one of them pushing to the southeast.
Looks like they have only one guy watching the north who's probably going to have some shots coming out here.
There's actually a trade on that far south street. I think Green Theft Auto or Hemingway shut down at the cross. So they are down a man on that south side. He is resable, though.
I'm surprised that Animal House hasn't peeked out this office block here and taken down those in the north. He's even playing pretty passively. Only peeking a little bit every now and then.
Yeah, I'm not... It doesn't work out for him. The slow peeking. Miracle Dev kind of spots him, but does get picked by Will. That's a really nice maneuver to come out from that, but he's getting called out. He didn't completely kill him, and he gets punished. Man, they have a nice spread, actually, on Marsoc here, kind of covering a lot of angles.
Yeah, they've got that nice kind of wave formation, being able to push in from the... push in quite evenly spaced from one side.
That could have been a really devastating push from Volk. Miracle Dev getting down there, but that call out and then the instant response from the south team of all, you know, I thought he was gone. I thought he was pushing southeast. He ended up rotating around, getting a nice pick.
Yeah, and they're actually gonna... Snunkers is gonna get that res in the south street here.
Ooh.
Oh, Zach does res.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna go for it. No smokes, nothing, just raw dogging this res.
I feel like it'd be
He
better
does
to go
get
quicker
it.
there.
Oh man.
You can hear them clearly very nervous about doing that res, celebrating afterwards.
Wow, that's really, they got really lucky. Now Zach's gonna be looking towards burning building to try and basically shut down whoever picked him. That's a good little spot there to look out from those stairs. Hard to kind of spot the Marsoc. You have a good line of sight straight down to burning building.
Green Theft Auto's using the cover of the smoke here to watch south. Got to be careful though, or he'll get burnt. And he does get picked all the way from a really tight angle from the base of roof. Really nice shot from
I think that was
4Q.
Was that from 4Q? I thought it might have been from Zach Fontaine.
I believe it was from 4Q. I saw some shots
Okay.
coming from over there as he went down. You never know.
They definitely had some multiple angles on him there in burning building. And they are kind of converging here. They're looking good, Stone Cold.
They
5
are
to
not
3
defending this
now.
objective. If you look at the objective wall here, they can just walk straight up. Hagen is going to take it.
They're not covering the walls.
Hagen is taken down by 4Q from the hole in the wall. Only 2 Animal House left.
He is resable though, so he should be radioing out any locations. That's actually a pretty good spot to be downed. He should be able to radio in QQQ. I mean, look at this team converging now. One gets picked. More suppressive shots. They should know 4Q's here. Steven has to push up onto this ledge. Tool is going to try and take out Steven. Steven is pushing up, doesn't get tooled. Q is capping in right now, and Steven gets him. Denies the cap. He's still there holding. Steven's down now, and it's 1v3.
That was
Really
dangerous for Animal
close.
House.
Super dangerous. Now Hemingway is under fire.
Yeah, they were seconds from getting a 3-0 there. That was very not a 3-0, a 4-1 rather. Repeat of Suburbia.
Oh no, a team kill, and now it's a 1v1, and Hemingway's in a pretty good position to save this round. 2v1, sorry. He still has to take out 2, but he's in a nice spot now. Kagan is alive, so he can radio in anything.
I think Kagan's been putting in a lot of work that we aren't being able to listen in on here. I'm not sure it's Hemingway's going to be able to rack
He's calling it out. He just called it out. One's on objective. He has his pad out. He's not going to secure this kill.
We're going to see a
capping.
repeat.
Hemingway is pushing. Zach Fontaine is trying to put the count in, and he gets it in.
I thought we were going to see a repeat of 4Q there, but no, he does manage to get that cap in time.
What the heck? A relentless push from Stone Cold, man after man up onto that wall. They finally
They
get
just
it.
threw bodies at it.
It's so interesting. No one secured Kagan. He was just radioing in comms the whole time, and they kept going pad out every time.
They didn't bother to just quickly take their gun out for just 1 second to shoot him. They just went straight for that cap.
I mean, Kagan was almost the hero there, though. If he kept calling that guy out, they kept denying those caps, that would have been huge.
Yeah.
And now, Animal House backs against the wall. Lost that first map 4-1. They're down 3-0 on Marsoc, going up against the Volk defense.
We're actually 3-1, not 3-0.
3-1, sorry. Yeah, my scoreboard is broken.
Yeah.
You're right, we started off 1-1. This is a huge round. They have a very capable objective. If they can push up and get this cap, then they go into a Volk defense in a nice secure position to try and win the map and go into map 3 here. But they need a cap here.
If they don't get a cap here, it's pretty much good night to Animal House unless they pull off some serious skills in the following rounds. They get that cap. Oh.
Yeah, we'll be in business. See what happens here. Same spawn. See if they decide.
I wonder if they'll be able to spot that spawn nice and quick.
Yeah.
Or if they'll be a little bit oblivious till a guy gets picked.
They have like a... Look at the spread. They lose their one-man north. They have that whole north side gone.
I'm not sure
It's
they're
not
going
a
to
spot
expect
you
him
wanna
behind the
lose.
car though. Not many people take that position, I don't feel.
Yeah, they're moving fast. Already up along that far north wall.
Who old has called out 3 of the guys in the north.
North side, red roof.
And he's probably going to try and pick some of them off soon, or maybe he'll wait for them to all move up to just by the hill there before he can take down maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, they have no idea he's there. They're moving with the understanding that Too Old is not behind this green car.
You probably expect him to be in the office block like I believe it was Steven took it last defense.
Yeah, now he's pushing really hard towards green. He's going to get punished by this from Too Old. But now Green Theft should respond. Too Old knows there's multiple here, though, so he's going to act under that knowledge. Maybe throw a nade out or something to kind of distract him.
Well, he tries to throw a nade, but it goes Ori. It goes way to the left. Oh, screams.
For some reason, I think Green Theft faked that scream.
I thought it was Too Old. That was a bit strange.
Oh, okay, that makes... Yeah, I don't know what's happening there.
I think he might have tried to feign nading himself.
And now I think they know he's at this green car. Green Theft and Kagan are going to kind of push up onto this ledge. They got to be quiet, though. They're communicating with each other, and Too Old should hear that. He should hear those comms.
Oh, that 2-man conga line there, that would be devastating. Animal House.
Yikes.
Looks like they are splitting up to a more sensible pincer.
Yeah, and he's not looking in that direction at all. He's very focused on Hemingway and his angle over there.
Hagen's
and
not
Kagan just
looking.
comes up.
Green Theft Auto dropped his gun, but
I did not.
what? And Animal House does get the cap. No one on Snuggle Killers realises.
What?
None of us, none of Stone Cold Killers realised that they were
What?
camping there.
I wasn't even looking at the objective.
I did not expect it to be such a silent cap.
Did you get that on cam even?
No, I wasn't looking
I
anywhere
didn't.
near it.
All of a sudden, round's over. Okay.
I wasn't sure. I thought there was a bug initially. It's just suddenly one team wins.
Wow, they sent one up. They had all 4 up there. Too Old was busy up there with them. I don't know how the other members of this squad completely missed that.
He must have just like proned up this wall here.
He picked 2. He got beyond infinity. He was watching the wall, and then he must have tagged another and then capped. No. One died north. He must have downed someone then. He downed beyond infinity, who was the only guy actually looking at objective.
Yeah, probably. I'm surprised there wasn't
Right
a
on.
rotation to deal with it.
Right on my cam, beyond infinity was sitting behind that wall, and he was looking right down towards objective. And I think he's the only one that really had eyes on it.
I thought there'd be a bit more gunfight before that cap happened.
Yeah, and taking some time
I bet
before
that's
starting this
really
next
put
round.
Really put the brakes into Stone Cold Killer's momentum.
Wow, I mean, talk about exactly what Animal House needed to do. You know, they needed that 2-point right there. Now it's 3-3. They're on Volk defense. They have a very defensible object. Like, I don't know. Actually, this is one of the harder objectives to defend.
Oh, tank objective. That is not too good for Animal House here.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's a tough one to hold. Lots of different angles you can cap around. All sorts of different wall angles. You have to be really watching pretty much every different side of this objective to really hold it.
Yeah, if you peek out a single limb anywhere, it's going to get taken down just because of how open that area is. All you've got is just a few walls.
Yeah, and I think this is one of the slower spawns that Marsoc can have, though, so...
I believe they might be able to spawn in the northwest-ish by the on the road there by the palm trees, but I'm not certain.
Uh-oh, Steven is in trouble. They're having some disputes on where to go, and Steven is very exposed. Some shots coming out from roof on him already.
Will thinks he got him, but he hasn't. And then why he takes one down on roof.
Kagan got him. Kagan got him from cement trucks. They had no idea he was really peeking aggressively up that roof. He was looking for Willow, and he gets punished for it. Ooh, it looks like there was a trade at some point south.
I'm not sure when that happened. We're missing a lot of things. And it seems that Will did manage to take down one at the base of roof. He is resible though, and they could get that off if they rotate. Oh, that was really close for Will.
Wow, he was probably just around the corner of that tank, like just around the corner to stop that nade from hitting him.
I think standing under the little bit of the tank here, the cannon or tank saved him. That air burst a second later would have killed him.
Yeah, you're right. Getting underneath that tank's pretty valuable. And, I mean, these matches have been fairly quick. We only had one round go late. I mean, Stone Cold Killers are not wasting time. 4 minutes left. They're pretty close to objective. I mean, smoke's coming out on objective, and a nice frag on Steven. And Willow, 2 down on objective. Now Green has to cross. This is really risky. Oh, and he gets there. Now he's going to be able to get Steven.
This match. The lace and smokes have been absolutely perfect.
Wow, they are so lucky to get these reses off here. Green Theft managing to cross, and now they're 4-man strong in the middle of tanks. Steven getting shot by Beyond Infinity. Now he's going to tuck into the L a little bit safer position.
I believe he's getting taken down. Steven is watching that west side. Beyond managed to take down one of the Wisp and Steven.
Beyond Infinity comes in storming on that south side and grabs 3, getting Stone Cold Killers the map, and that is the series. They have won. I think we're still playing the 3rd one
Yeah, we're still playing the 3rd
in
one.
the league. We always play the 3rd map, which is always fun.
Previously, we added +3 to the score at the end of the match, but that is not done anymore. As long as you win 2 rounds, 2 maps rather, then you've won the match. Used to go by points instead, but no more.
Oh, okay. You're right. I remember that.
Hop over to Animal House and Stone Cold Killers here in the board. A bit bizarre.
Very nice. We're gonna be, yeah, some good maps here today.
Very bizarre. I'm going to start off with the East objective here.
Yeah, one of the more defensible objectives. Stone Cold Killers coming in on Volk 2. They're going to be riding that momentum. Might even play, you can kind of play this one a little bit aggressive too. You know, you can cross that street by tank here on that on the east side. You can kind of get up in the face of some guys if you want to push up into Kayat in the middle of Bazaar. A lot of options.
It's just the angles. It's just the angles are pretty rough for this objective. If you want to try and push in, there's not many angles you can pick people off before you move in. You've really got to do most of your work as you push in.
Frags, flashes, smokes getting you close, and then yeah, just a lot of shooting through the windows. You know, there's a lot of angles that they'll be going through these alleyways, trying to peek through windows, looking for shots, and then you kind of do some work from there.
Yeah, I hope we see more perfectly on-point nades this map.
Yeah, I mean, geez, Stone Cold Killers really coming out hot the first match of the season. Playing really well, some really, really good nades.
I wonder if they have a designated nade thrower, because they were just so consistent and perfect on the tank there last map. The previous one thrown just a little bit too close. The next one landed perfectly, taking down those 2.
Regardless, it's good to see some really practiced plays coming out of a team that, frankly, I wasn't expecting it from, you know?
Yeah.
Like those are nades that you have to have timed down pretty well. That's stuff that it's a good skill level. You have to be used to throwing that grenade. This game isn't on your 2D screen, you know? I think it's obviously to the people watching, it's pretty blatant, but if you're not familiar with Onward, it's all in VR, and like the skill cap of doing those of throwing grenades and even shooting people is so much higher than anything else.
Yeah. There's no
It's hard.
line up your crosshair with this particular palm leaf. It's all just muscle memory.
Yeah. And even and what's interesting though is I have seen some players that really have that muscle memory down. They almost are trying to start to line up tosses like that. And I feel like that's where you see those practice nades, like that timed grenade to get into tanker. That's something you have to have done multiple times, cooked multiple, you know, like that's a really nice toss. Basically won the round.
That's something you probably spent like 2 hours practicing.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting on one guy from Stone Cold Killers. It seems one of them did drop out and subbed in for another member.
Interesting. It's good to see. They probably. I hope that they're doing that because they really want to try and get this next map. You know, not that they're maybe just bringing in another guy, but I'm kind of under the impression that they're trying to bring in another guy because they want to win this map.
Yeah, maybe the Rush Z's one of the Bazaar specialists.
Oh, is he coming in? If he's
already in.
Yeah. Was he not in? He wasn't playing with them the last few rounds.
No, I believe it was someone else. Can't remember their name.
He is. Yeah, he's very good. I was playing against him in comp lobbies this week, He was going. I think he had a bizarre map where he had 12 or 13 kills.
Damn.
So I mean, I thought Globochem was going to pick him up. He was playing so well. But Stone Cold, yeah, if he's on their squad, they're looking really good. Yeah, he's going to be good for this map. I'm surprised he wasn't playing with them on the other ones too, on Suburbia in particular. But maybe he couldn't make it.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why you. Yeah, that's why you have multiple people on your team. You know, scheduling is a pain sometimes.
Yeah, especially at like the start of seasons where you start doing lots of practices, lots of scrums, and we are getting Bear Grylls in for the final member of Stone Cold Killers.
Excellent. Yeah, it becomes hard to explain to the significant other why you're spending 4 hours every night.
I know Jay has some issues with that.
Not that I would know, ladies. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be able to cast all these matches if I wasn't, all right? So it's a trade-off.
Be grateful.
Here. Yeah.
Looks like the
Yeah, we
round
should
is
be hopping
starting.
in. Excellent, excellent. This should be fun. I think Animal House might not be ready for the momentum that could come out of this Stone Cold Killer squad.
It's bizarre.
Alright, I'm walking up the north wall.
North wall's gonna be
Can I
ET.
get one? Can I have one? I'll
Go,
give
go,
you
go,
one
go.
of these. I tried.
Yeah, that's a new feature you start to see a lot. It's a really good one too. I mean, if you got an LMG, extra clips, you can hand that off to someone with a rifle and give them a 100-round clip. You know.
Having a MK18 on Bazaar with a SA80 mag is powerful.
Yeah.
Getting those 200 rounds out in like 10 seconds is pretty fun.
Kind of taking a look at the defensive spread. They have no one watching the north side. And I think Animal House are definitely going to utilize that. A lot of teams will come in from the north. And I think they may have one rotating around to cover along North Street, but...
Looks like they're doing a standard 3-2 split here. 3 going to the north, 2 going to the east.
Wow, an aggressive push on the east already, getting one down.
It looks like he peeked the blue room. That's always a mistake for this east side.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really risky thing. You have to be pretty confident in positioning to do that. And 4Q might be able to pick up a pick here. He knows that at least 1 or 2 are over here, and peeking this crevice might be able to get 2. Looking at Willow, gets 1. Doesn't see the other. Now shots out, misses them. Hemingway is going to use that crevice, kind of peek over towards 4Q, maybe beyond infinity. No, 4Q is going to try and toss a nade.
Oh, a flash and nade just a bit short to get either. And one member of the Animal House is taken down by the North Bazaar by Bear Grylls.
Yeah, and look at north here. Steven's pushing in, using that commotion to the advantage. Hemingway kind of distracting 2 members. Steven could push into the middle here, and he's going to smoke the objective, and that's probably the eventual plan.
I reckon if he tries to push through this little alleyway, he's going to get taken out by Miracle Dev.
Yeah, they're definitely... It's such an easy alleyway to watch. Once you're down it, you're 100% exposed, and an easy kill. So Green Theft if Green Theft watches from 2-story while Steven pushes, they have a shot, but that's what they're going to have to do if they want to safely push this alley.
Twigged that there is someone in that 2-story now. He's going to be looking out for him, as well as shots coming out from Steven.
I mean, like clockwork, Green Theft drawing their attention, and now Steven has this alleyway free to crawl up. No one's going to expect him here. Ooh, but he does get punished. Steven, that is information for Steven, though. He should be looking for Bear inside this window. Doesn't see him, and he's going to push up. Grabs one. Really nice job.
Steven is on the objective now, but he decides to double back, drop off the roof. Tries to flank around, but completed by Miracle instead.
Oh my gosh, and on the back end, Hemingway grabs one. 4Q still hasn't dealt with this far east push here, and they're going to trade it up. Hemingway grabs another, and now you're into a 1v1.
This has been a very quick turn of events from 5v5 all of a sudden just to a 1v1 in the space of about 60 seconds.
I mean, yeah, we lost one east, we lost two north. Bam, 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 here we are. And Hemingway, I'd say, is in the advantageous position. I like pushing from this angle if you're going to be solo. He can rotate north. He has 2 minutes left. He can rotate all the way north if he wants. Or he can come in east here, maybe get a good shot on Miracle Dev holding inside there.
If Hemingway goes all the way to the north and wraps around and coming in through the objective building, he could in theory cap if he's prone. Because I don't think Miracle Dev can see him because of all the stuff.
Looking at his kit, he just went ahead and grabbed a LMG round and put it on his weapon. Oh, and then botches the smoke.
Maybe he'll at least serve as a distraction.
Yeah, he has a lot of time, so maybe he's going to rotate. I don't know. Miracle Dev he has to be quiet with this rotation, or otherwise Miracle's going to hear it.
Yeah, he's going to have to go really slow through the blue room. Doesn't, Miracle's just gonna probably stab him in the back the second he walks out.
We're gonna have a trade coming down to probably the last 20 seconds of this map.
He does pick up those two smokes though. Never to use them as a distraction.
He's being really loud. He's not being quiet right now.
Yeah. Those smokes might have been a bit of a backfire for Hemingway here. Only makes Miracle look over there.
Yeah, and Miracle, I think here's Hemingway in this corner now. And he is in the better spot. Unless Hemingway immediately peeks, and he doesn't. Miracle saw the gun come out around the side. Wins them a nice defensive round, but a good attempt from Animal House.
Look, if Miracle had tried to throw those smokes a bit more onto the objective or covering the blocking Miracle Dev's view for the North Passageway, could have maybe force him to move out a little bit, get to a position where he can actually see the objective.
Yeah, that was a really good. I mean, that position is really nice too, because even if he had tried to rotate around that middle street, you can peek through that tiny crevice there. You can see him coming across that street, and then you have so much information to work with. Not the angle I would have picked. I would have picked either to try and push north or push in through that gap there, but...
It looks like this time it's going to be the same spawn, I think that is. Maybe they spawned... no, they spawned southeast last round.
Yeah, this is a bit farther.
It's a shame we didn't see the quick spawn.
Oh no, this is right where Animal House was.
Oh, was it?
They were in the back. Yeah, they were back here.
Oh yeah, they had one going around the west, the north.
Right.
It's a shame we haven't seen a quick spawn.
Yeah, you get some good action with those.
On's just blitzing straight across the street here, not worried if someone's on the tank.
Yeah, I mean, talk about moving fast. Rusher is also already right up inside this bizarre area, looking for Kagan. And Green Theft, if he gets into position now, he could be exposing himself.
One just pushing on through objective.
Rusher's he sees a guy moving on the objective and he calls him out over the radio. Not sure if we'll have a shot though.
I'm surprised Green Theft. Yeah, Green Theft just can't quite see Rushers over inside that area, inside that dark building.
He does manage to take down 4Q in the North Street. Not sure if you caught that.
I did not.
Just took him down by the trash can. And I think he might have spotted North Bear Grylls. Yeah, it looks like
he's going for another.
Again. Killed him, but he's not dead. Bear Grylls is very lucky.
Wow, how is he missing these shots?
Surprised Hemingway didn't just go full auto on him.
Was he... Oh, you know what? I don't think Hemingway was even shooting at Bear Grylls. I think he was shooting at the guy at Pallets.
From Beyond Infinity and Steven, but Kagan's going to get that res off.
And then Hemingway did end up getting Bear in the back there, so 1v5. Animal House actually putting up a really strong defense.
They also do take another Stunkel killer down on that southeast side, and another down on the objective thanks to Russia Z.
Yeah, we'll see if their substitute can go ahead and pull out a dub for him here.
Russia just misses Kagan.
Oh, they're real close. Those quick shots are so hard to land too. If you don't have a real good internet connection.
I'll be right next to the servers.
Yeah.
Ready Player One, everyone wants to live next to them. Russia Z here.
Well, he should have heard those shots on his left. I have an idea that someone's covering the street. Oh, so exposed, an easy pick for Rush. 1v3. Doing the job. Here comes a nade. Really nice. That might get another. Not cooked enough. Ooh, if he had cooked that a little bit more, he would have had another.
And he's starting to sneak into this east courtyard here. 3 minutes left still, plenty of time if he wants to go back and reposition. He'll probably be able to pick off Kagan.
Oh my gosh, he's in a decent spot. He can't, yeah, he definitely get the one right on top of objective. He sees him, gets the kill. Still has 2 more to deal with and gets that heal off, so now he's down a syringe.
I thought he was going to go for a scavenge on his teammate here, but he decides to double back.
Reminder, this is the 1v5 comeback. Now behind Rushers. Does he hear it in time? Yes, he's rotated around. The trade. Animal House win. He almost ran that back.
Yeah, if he just got into that little corner of the cubby hole here, he'd probably been able to wait out Steven and catch him as he crosses through the doorway.
Yeah. I mean, Rushers proven that definitely a strong member on that team.
2 kills, 3 kills in that round.
I think he... Yeah. Yeah, he had 3. No, he had all of them, didn't he? He had all 4.
Did he?
It was a 1v, yeah, it was a 1v5.
He went 0-1 last round.
Yeah, it was a 1v5. Yeah, he got 4 picks there. Like, that's what I mean. He almost... he almost had 5 right there. If he had landed that nade, if he had took that nade a little bit more, different story.
Or thrown it down the north alleyway instead.
Right.
I'd hope he didn't get picked off by Kagan going through it. We're going to see center objective this time. What do you think we're going to see, Knight?
Oh boy. I think we're going to see... I don't know. It depends on what kind of defensive setup they go for, because you can kind of run this a few ways. You can opt to put 2 on that east side and kind of push up against that east wall, watch the tank, maybe run into an early trade, or you can sort of sit into that northwest pocket of the objective side and just wait for them to come up onto you. So I don't know. He definitely has different. We'll see what they do with the defense. But yeah, this is a fun one.
Yeah, it looks like Bear Grylls and Russia Z must have been subbed in for Too Old and someone else. There's Too Old in the chat now.
Oh, okay, excellent. Good to hear.
Some technical difficulties. First league match. I thought he'd been playing them since season 4. Apparently not.
He's definitely been playing in the competitive lobbies, and he's been doing really well. The practice is paying off. Remind me of the score here. We are 1-1.
This is, yeah, 1-1 we're seeing. And the same split here as well, 3-2.
We'll see if Rushers gets bold and peeks Blue Room and gets picked. Deja vu.
Gonna get a repeat of last round. Hopefully.
I mean, Willow's looking right there. If Rushers peeks this, he's gonna get. Oh no, Willow's not looking at it.
Oh, Willow, come on! Oh, he sees him and gets a shot.
Deja vu, man.
I've been in this place before.
Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen. Why am I... Did you take the blue pill or the red pill, man? Whatever pill you took, it is 3v5 now. Stonekill have lost another on that north side. It's going to be a tough hold.
Again, those 2 picks only 2 minutes into the round is pretty bad for Stone Cold Killers.
I mean, it gives you a lot of time to come in for a cap opportunity. That's what you should be looking for at this point. Trying to get real close to objective, get your smokes prepped, get them on top there early, make some panic moves, maybe come out of Volk, get another pick, and then you're good.
Looks like lots of pre-fire through the windows here from Hemingway's Ghost all the way in the west. Didn't realize you could do that angle. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, and actually take a look where Miracle Dev is. I didn't even know you could be over there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've never seen this spot either.
This is really good. He might be able to get 1 or 2 with this spot here. Depending on if they go. The problem is no one typically tends to run in on this side of the buildings.
Yeah, typically they go straight across in the initial room. Ooh. I felt like Steven was going to look through that little tiny gap there and spot Miracle, but no.
I wonder if you can even see through that. But Miracle should have heard Steven. I don't know. He's not even looking over towards Steven.
It looks like Will of the Wisp is trying to push in from the north here. He's going to have a contact with Beyond Infinity in just a second. He's going to see his gun come around the corner. Gets taken down.
I mean, it's something you got to think about when you play this game. If you're going to cross a corner, if you're going to... Ooh, shots coming out from Pagan. You got to tuck your gun in.
Oh, really nice reaction shot to Miracle there. What nice 180 taking him down, saving his own life. Green Theft Auto on the objective gets ran past by a Volk.
One more down.
Yeah, they really need... Bear Grylls needs to be more on top of objective. That's going to be hard for him because Steven is there. And Bear going second story. This is going to be bad.
And
Green
Green's
Theft
capping.
Punching. They're going to get this here.
This is going to make it 3-1 to 3-1 to Animal House.
A really nice answer back.
He definitely didn't
They've
waste
lost,
any time.
Yeah, they've lost the last 2 maps to go in and get a cap there and come up 3-1.
It's like they've been revving up.
Yeah.
Suburbia, one-sided. Quarantine, very nearly won. Bazaar, one-sided to them.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they gotta get that the first match jitters kind of out of the way, you know? First match of the season. It's definitely not something you want to lose, but you absolutely don't want to roll over. You don't want to lose all 3 maps.
Yeah.
That would really put you in a bad spot coming into the season fresh. So if they can get this one, it'll be a lot better. It'll definitely dampen the blow.
Yeah. I have a feeling that Animal House didn't get much time to warm up, seeing how much they've improved just in the last few maps.
Yeah, could be right. Might be something for them to consider in the future. They might warm up an hour or 2 before the rounds. But that's all about that scheduling. Herding cats.
Alright, good round. One more round.
They're gonna have the opposite side spawn for Stone Cold Killers over in the southwest.
I think that's the favorable spawn because you can basically cross the street right away, which is what they're gonna do, and like you're on objective already.
And you could spot people in the right side first floor straight out the gate. Maybe even take them down.
And smoke's already coming out over into the corner. Not very good though, a little too high. Green Theft getting really aggressive, but now he's in a good spot. He's safe behind those pillars. He might get picked.
Walked past 2 members of Animal House over on that east side.
Yeah, and the trade happened way far east. Stone Cold losing 1. Miracle Dev answering back, grabbing 1 for herself. Gosh, he just rotated around and snagged 1 right behind him. Ooh, and he might get punished. He got pinched.
Yeah, bullets coming in from his behind and the front as well.
Yeah, and Animal House are now looking really good.
They're pretty
4v3
pretty
they have.
passively Stone Cold Killers there, if you look on the west.
Yeah, wow, they definitely went the long route. You'd have to go, I mean, they started southeast there. They had to go all the way down the street, finally cross. Not exactly in line with the rest of their team's play.
Yeah, they were pretty aggressive on the eastern centre, but the rest they just lagging behind so much. And shots were coming out from beyond infinity onto Kagan. He's down, but Resball on the second floor. But Hemmingsway's going to try and get that res off. Never mind, he's not going for the res. Or he's going around a very long way.
Yeah, he's trying to be safe about it. They don't know where Beyond Infinity is, so wants to be sure he has cover going up these stairs. He didn't want to peek out by objective.
Yeah. Bear Grylls and Forky are going to be pushing in from the west. Oh, Beyond's just going to struggle on that east alone. Going to get flanked probably in the next few, next probably like a minute and a half.
Yeah, and I like this defensive setup coming out from Green Theft Auto. I like the sitting here behind this rubble here. You have a lot of good options. You can kind of see through the wood. You have eyes on objective from pretty much any capping angle. You really have to not be paying attention to miss the person capping from his defensive spot. So it's a really good spot to have.
Pretty dangerous though. If they know you're there, you're going to get naded pretty quickly. It's just such an open area. There's nowhere to hide from nades.
Yeah, that is true. A good air burst will do you in here. A couple shots to the wood will do you in too, so it's definitely a risky position.
Yeah. You don't keep your head nice and low, you're going to just get railed from across the market from either direction.
Yeah, we might have some action between Hemingway's Ghost and Beyond Infinity over here if Beyond Infinity's not careful peeking through these windows.
Oof. He is
Hemingway
not careful, that's for sure.
Yeah, some good shots. That was a nice rotation. He definitely suspected something there. Peeked just at the right time. I'm surprised that he didn't hear Hemingway with that movement there. It's pretty definitely loud.
I'm surprised that Hemingway got the pistol out there and went for the pistol shot. The shots coming out from Green onto 4Q, or rather Bear Grylls.
And take a look at Green Theft's positioning. He has his map kind of posted up against the wood there. Another thing you can do now to get better knowledge. Steven rotating around towards 4Q. They're kind of collapsing on 4Q. The blood is in the water. They want this map. He gets one. Hemingways has to be careful here. 4Q gets picked by Green Theft, and that is Animal House with the W.
I don't know if you missed that last nade there from 4Q onto Green Theft Auto. Just a meter closer to 4Q. If you just thrown it a little bit softer, that would have airburst them directly on the head. It looks like the map is going to Animal House anyway.
Yeah.
Good game.
That's it for us. That's it for this match. I mean, some good rounds from both squads. Animal House definitely putting up a fight and coming out. What was that? 4-1 the last map.
That was. Let's take a look.
Right? They didn't cap, right? Yes. Yeah, that was 4-1.
Yeah, 1-4, 3-4, 4-1.
That's about as good as you can lose.
Yeah.
If you had gotten 3-4 the first map, it would have been better. But basically, a pretty evened out map there. So they're going to be coming out of this not too hobbled, not too crippled going into the season, but stone cold. Surprising. They did really well.
Yeah, they definitely didn't let up.
Those some good rounds from both squads, and yeah, I think that is it for the Onward Master League tonight. I don't think we have any more matches tonight, but we do have. I don't know if any matches are getting cast tomorrow. Keep the eyes peeled.
I don't believe any big. Actually, Lemon Squad versus Silent Purge is tomorrow, isn't it?
There's a lot of matches
from my
tomorrow.
perspective.
There's a lot of matches. On Friday, we have Silent Purge versus Pack 1, G-Men versus SMC Tactical, Ember versus Red Crow Regiment, and Fierce versus Blaze. So we have a lot of matches. They're all pretty much around the same time frame. If there's nothing on Onward Master League, keep your eyes peeled on the Onward category. A bunch of these guys stream, and you can actually see their streams on the Master League website. So go take a look at that if you want to catch some of these rounds tomorrow. Then we'll be casting rounds Saturday, starting at 11:30, and we have a couple games Saturday and a couple games Sunday. So it should be good fun, man. Onward Master League is back.
It's back, man.
Feels good.
Good match, good cast. We'll throw over to the bump and we'll end the stream. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Alright.
Looking to get into competitive virtual reality gaming? Register and compete for free at VRMasterLeague.com. Join hundreds of community members in the official Discord, where you can find a team, discuss a game, and more. Every week, teams from across the globe play for the chance to participate in the end-of-season championship tournament for prizes from league sponsors, ProTube VR, and VR Cover. Think you got what it takes? Join VR Master League and find out.
Sickness getting dangerously close to objective, though. He is going for the plant.
Operator taking shots. They know he's back by the objective room.
Keto's has no idea if Beasley managed to get past him. It's going to be a 3v3 for beginners.
But this is catastrophic for Raphael, right?
Soul defended to the map.
God, look at this.
Kills on him.
He did it!
I didn't even see it.
He's getting greedy. Is he going to get it? He gets it. He gets the knife.
A grenade returning for Sir Al, and Sir Al is down. That's how you throw a grenade.
You hear someone here?
He hears Scooby. He got Scooby. Another one coming. Operator. He got operator. Oh!